Hello and welcome. My name is Christina from Empowered Creator. I am a mindset and conscious manifesting teacher and coach, and this is my YouTube channel. Here I talk about all things law of assumption, mindset, conscious manifesting, the quantum universe, and a lot more. And my goal is to simplify everything without the fluff. So if you guys like this content and you would like to see more of it, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, like it, share it, and stick around. Also, if you need help with your specific situation, I offer one-on-one coaching as well as custom subliminals for whatever needs you may have. I also have some self-study courses about manifesting your specific person. And I now have a members-only channel with a lot of perks from members, including weekly live group coaching, weekly live workshops with a different manifesting topic each week, a lot of exclusive content, monthly challenges for a chance to win a free one-on-one coaching session with me, and a lot more. So if you guys are interested in any of these services, the links are below in the description box. Click on them and they're going to take you to my website or to the membership channel. With all that being said, let's dive into today's video. In today's video, I want to give you guys a very simple explanation that will help you understand once and for all, hopefully, what is free will when it comes to manifesting, how it applies or doesn't apply to manifesting, and how the concept of free will actually looks like under the law of assumption, which is one of the main laws of the universe. I'm hoping this will clarify things for you because I know a lot of you guys are confused about the whole concept of free will. So this is what I'll be discussing in today's video. Stay tuned. So as I just said in my intro, I know that a lot of you can be very confused when it comes to the whole concept of free will. Does free will apply in my manifesting? What is actually free will? Does it exist? Does it not exist? Does it restrict me? Or do I have no restrictions? I know there is so much debate and a lot of confusion. So today, in this video, I'm going to attempt to give you, as I said, a very simple explanation. And I'm going to take Neville Goddard's teachings into account to give you that explanation and hopefully clarify things once and for all to help you understand what is free will, how it applies to manifesting, whether it restricts you, whether it doesn't restrict you, and so on. So first of all, let's start with what Neville said and what Neville taught about free will. Neville tells us that our free will starts and ends in the choice we have, and that is a choice we have every moment of our lives to choose our states. In other words, we have complete freedom in choosing what state we want to be in moment by moment, how we respond to circumstances, how we perceive our 3D reality, what we expect out of our 3D reality. We have complete freedom to choose our thoughts, choose our energy, choose our feelings, choose what we believe about a certain situation, how we perceive a certain situation, what meanings we give to our 3D experiences, and so on. This, you guys, we have free will towards. We have freedom of choice, and this is where our free will starts and ends. Beyond that, everything, Neville tells us, is shaped in accordance to our assumptions. In other words, while we are free to choose those assumptions, we're free to shape those assumptions, we are free to shape our perceptions and the meanings we give to a certain situation, any given situation. Once we have assigned meaning to a specific situation, specific experience, specific desire, relationship, whatever it is, that situation, experience, desire, relationship acquires the meaning that we have given it. Everything is shaped in accordance to our assumption. Everything is reflected back to us in accordance to the energy we put out, and that energy that we put out is influenced by what we assume about whatever the experience is. Whether it has to do with a specific person, relationships in general, money, success, health, you name it. What we assume, what we believe, how we feel about the situation is going to shape the situation itself. Does that include other people? I know a lot of you are asking about that. Do other people have free will in my reality? And I've said in other videos, and I'm going to say it here again, and this is also in accordance to Neville's teachings. Remember that Neville was the first person who coined the whole concept of everyone is you pushed out. Specifically, he said the whole wide world is your consciousness pushed out. So when it comes to other people, you guys, You need to be seeing things from the eyes of oneness. You are always one in consciousness with everyone else in your reality, including everyone else in the universe, as a matter of fact. Even strangers, even people who you don't know, you are energetically and in consciousness one with all of them. That means you're in a constant feedback loop with them as they are with you in relation to your energy, in relation to your dominant assumptions, in relation to your dominant perceptions, expectations, and so on. As you can see and as you can understand, this renders the whole question of whether others have free will in your reality or not completely obsolete. The question of whether there is free will or not implies separation, implies that everyone is on their own, with their own consciousness, completely independent, completely isolated from one another. And we know that this is not true. We know that we are one in consciousness. We know that we are connected in consciousness and in energy with everyone else and in fact with the entire universe. So to ask about free will implies that you are recognizing separation. If you are seeing things from the perspective of oneness, there is not even a question of whether there is free will or not. The whole question is obsolete. The whole question is redundant. There can be no free will where there is a continuous, constant feedback loop that we are all subject to, where we are constantly exchanging energies, assumptions, perceptions, expectations, transmitting our thoughts, receiving other people's thoughts, and so on. So when you hear people in your reality have no free will, now you know that it's not meant from the point of view of others are our puppets. It is meant from the point of view of we're all one in consciousness and we're all one energetically. And as such, the concept of free will is only exhausted when it comes to us choosing our states moment by moment by moment as we go about life. Beyond that, everything, remember, everything is shaped in accordance to your assumption. Everything is shaped in accordance to that state which you have selected. This is what you transmit out into the world. This is what you transmit to other people on a subconscious level. And this is what you see reflected back to you. If you don't like the reflection, then you have the complete freedom, you have the complete free will to choose another state. And you can do that at any time, at any moment. Once you choose a different state, you see your reality, including other people, shaped accordingly in harmony with that new, shifted, changed perception. So in very, very simple terms, you guys, according to Neville's teachings, free will, yes, it exists as freedom of choice for us to select our states on a moment-by-moment basis. And we always have that freedom of choice 100% of the time. But beyond that, this is where our free will, our freedom of choice starts and ends. Beyond that, everything is shaped in accordance to what we have selected. Everything is shaped in accordance to our assumptions, our states, our dominant energy, and so on. Whether that has to do with other people, or with tangible objects, or with situations, experiences, relationships, you name it. So I hope this makes it easier to understand. This helps clarify the whole concept and the whole debate about free will and how it applies to conscious manifesting, and why the law of assumption is called the law of assumption. As above, so below. As within, so without. Everything is shaped in accordance and in harmony with assumption. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I intend that this has helped. As always, I very much appreciate you guys being on this channel, watching this content. I love making this content for you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all at the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.